How's it going, everybody? So real quick, I'm going to show you what I consider to be the 5 most essential smokes for CS2 Inferno, starting off with the A site. So first and foremost, probably the smoke that I end up throwing the most whenever I hit A is the Moto Smoke. So the easiest way to do that is you just come right here into this crack in the wall, and you're just going to look on this far right little point of this roof, and you're going to bring your crosshair all the way up to where it would line up with any of these 3 divots right here. I usually go for the middle one, so I'll just go from this point down to here. So just like this, and do a simple left click throw. That's going to go all the way up here, and it's super loose, so it's pretty hard to mess up, and you're going to fully smoke off Moto. I throw that all the time. This is, in my opinion, the best place to throw it from, because generally whenever you've decided that, hey, we're going to hit A, you're kind of in this area, or at least I am. Moving on, probably the second most important smoke for A site on Inferno is from apps here, the good old apps Lurk Smoke. So you can get stuck right here into this corner, right in between the wall and this little radiator, and you can just do a simple left click throw right at the very bottom center of this top brick right here. So the very bottom center of it. So you just do a simple left click throw. It's going to bank right off of this, and it's going to land on top of the van where you're able to peek out towards pit and not have to worry about any angles out towards site. You can also pair that up with a flash and that sort of thing. I won't go into that in this video, but this helps you to scale out and clear out different angles of pit and balk without having to worry about getting obliterated by a site crossfire. And now moving on over towards the B site, there's 2 smokes that I would say that are the most important, and that is the CT cross or CT boost smoke, and of course the Coffin Smoke. So I'm going to show you a couple of ways to do each of these. Starting off, generally, I like to throw them from here. Now, a lot of people kind of criticize me whenever I talk about that, but generally I'm not throwing these smokes until I have full banana control established, and I have a teammate up here to make sure no one's swinging me, right? I'm not just going to randomly throw this by myself if I don't think I have full control of banana. Just wanted to get that out there. So I like to go into this position right here. And the first smoke that I'm going to throw is for the CT cross or CT boost smoke. And all you have to do is you find this there's a little dark spot right here up and to the right of this little E. You just do a simple jump throw for the smoke. You can see the little dark spot right there. And as you can see, it's going to land right here on the front side and fully smoke off boost to where no one can stand in there and get any sort of angle on you. Now moving on to a couple of alternative lineups, a really good smoke for coffins, even better than the one I just showed you, is you can go right here into the dead center of this little square right here, and you can just do a jump throw at, there's this kind of dark spot, this little dark halfway point. I'm not really sure what you would call this, but there's a little kind of dark spot right here along the wood, right? This kind of dark stain. Right at that position there, while you're standing right in the middle of this little square, you can just do a simple jump throw, and that's going to go all the way up here, and it is going to end up fully smoking off Coffin. It takes a little bit longer to land, but it smokes off super high to where it'll fill in where they don't have any sort of gap right here. As you can see, it's a little bit dangerous, but after a couple seconds, they can't see anything. And it makes it where they can't even jump on top of that Coffin's box. Like, you know, generally for the other Coffin smokes, they'll be landing down here and they can jump up here and actually get an angle or hold it, right? But this one, that's definitely not the case, as it pops right here and there's really nothing they can do about it. And for an alternative lineup for the CT boost smoke, you can just go right here onto the right side of this little gas cover, and you can do a simple left click throw right in between this light and this light right on the wire, just a little bit above for good measure. And every single time that's going to bank right off of this position here and land on the front side, fully covering off the boost. And finally, the one CT smoke that every single player should always know is the FaZe instant mid CT smoke. So if you get this spawn right here, it is pretty much the furthest back spawn, the one closest to this wall back here. If you get this spawn, every single time you get it, you should be looking up towards this little double roof, right? There's this little circular part of the log on the left-hand side. You do a W jump throw right off spawn, and that bad boy is going to go all the way down here, bank off this wall, and fully smoke off mid like this to allow you to make a very aggressive play early round. This is a fantastic smoke to throw. It's thrown almost every round in pro play. It's just a fantastic smoke overall, and I feel like every single person should know that at higher elo, because if you're able to throw that, you're going to have a significant advantage in the round. So yeah, those are my 5 most essential smokes for CS2 Inferno. If you have any suggestions for me, please leave them down in the comments below, because I love making videos that you guys want to see.